Now this is called a master pattern. That means I don't want you to write on it, draw on it, cut it apart, because you will be able to reuse this many times over. So what we're going to do is put up a piece of tracing vellum. This is a lightweight, yet very see-through and extremely durable tracing medium. And this will allow us to draw our pattern onto the tracing vellum. This is a product that we've looked around for a lot for home sewers, and we're very pleased to be able to bring to you our sewing product called Tracing Vellum. There is 10 yards in the roll, which is about 9.5 meters, and it's 24 inches wide, which is 61 centimeters wide, so you'll get lots and lots of patterns out of one roll. Now, we're going to start here on the bodice front. The most logical measurement to use is your bust measurement. Enid's bust measurement was 42 inches, or 106.7 centimeters. So I will start at center front. At the smallest dot, I'm going to work my way up until I come to her actual bust measurement number. Of course, you would mark in whatever your bust measurement number is. So that's the dot at center front. In the neck point, I will put in the same dot. That's 42 inches, or 106.7 centimeters. The same at the shoulder line. We'll go into the middle of the armhole and mark in that dot. And at the underarm, there is her dot right there. And at the top leg of the bust grading series of dots. So now I have a series of dots running all the way around the outer edge. Now all you've got to do is connect them together. But if your freehand drawing of curves is anything like mine is, you're going to need a little bit of a help to do it. So what we have for you is the SureFit Designing Stylus. It has on it all the curves of your body, and it's my job to show you how to find your body on this stylus and how to put it on the pattern. We also have a series of slots inside the outer edge, and those are the seam allowance slots, and I'll be showing you how to use those as we progress. All right, the very first thing that I'd like you to do is turn your stylus over so that you are looking at the white side, and you're going to be holding it with the two big curves going downward. You'll notice in the bottom lower curvature I have written in the words neck curve. I want you to do that on your stylus as well. The next thing is to draw your neck curve. So just remember this rule. When you're drawing any curve, you find the curve on the stylus that's exactly the same curve as that of the master pattern. You can see that if I held the stylus that way, I'm not repeating off the correct neckline shape. So you find the curve of the master pattern, you slip the stylus up until it exposes your two dots, and then literally all you do is just draw around. When I take that away, I have created the neckline that is unique to her body. Now we'll continue on and use the straight edge on the stylus and draw straight down center front. And I will also put in the straight grain marking. That's just copying off the two straight lines that were on the bodice front. Then we need to measure the shoulder line. If you recall, that was the distance on Enid's body that we measured, and I want to make sure that that is actually going to fit on the top of her shoulder properly. So I'll measure in between the dots, and that is not quite wide enough for Enid. She was broad-shouldered, so I'm going to move the dot out on the same linear plane, and I'm going to X out the dot that I do not require. If you were shorter shouldered than what the dots provided, you would simply move your dot inside and X out the dot that you do not need. Then you'll take your designing stylus and connect from your neck point to your personalized blueprinted shoulder point. Now we'll go into the armhole.